Hello students, I welcome you all for this presentation. I am Professor Mehta Bukhari from Kepen College. The module name is Life Cycle of Nostoc. In today's module, I will be discussing about the general characters, methods of reproduction and the significance of nostoc. At the end of this module, you will understand the life cycle of nostoc and also acquire knowledge on the significance of nostoc. Now let us see what is nostoc and how it is characterized. Nostoc is a genus of blue-green algae, also known as cyanobacteria, as it shares affinity with bacteria. It is characterized by presence of insapient nucleus, absence of flagella, absence of sexual reproduction, presence of nitrogen fixing cells known as heterocyst. Nostoc is a cosmopolitan genus. It is found in Arctic regions, Antarctic regions, alpine regions. It is found growing in variety of habitats which includes aquatic, terrestrial, wetlands. There are some species which are found growing inside the body of other organisms like Anthoceros, Cycas, Azolla, and they are said to be endophytic in nature. Some are found in symbiotic association fungi to form what is known as lichen. These are some of the common Indian species which includes Nostoc commune, Rivularia, Cernium, Endophytum and Punctiforme. This is how nostoc looks. This is an endophytic nostoc where you can see it growing inside the tissues of Anthoceros, which is a bryophyte. Now coming to the structure of nostoc. The thalli in nostoc are in the form of colonies which vary in shape, size, color. They are either olive green or blue green in color. They are microscopic to macroscopic in nature, and the largest colony has been reported in Nostoc pruniforme, measuring about 25 centimeters in diameter and weighing about 2.5 kg. The colony encloses a large number of filaments which are simple, unbranched and formed of moniliform cells. The cells are either spherical, elliptical. Apart from thin-walled vegetative cell, the filament also shows presence of thick-walled resting spores known as erkinids and thick-walled large-sized cells which are known as heterocyst. Now coming to the life cycle of nostoc. The life cycle of nostoc consists of two distinct phases, vegetative phase and reproductive phase. Vegetative phase is green and helps in photosynthesis, whereas reproduction happens in both the phases. Nostoc reproduces by vegetative method and asexual method, whereas sexual reproduction is totally absent in nostoc. Now coming to the vegetative method. In this type of reproduction, any portion when separated from the parent has the ability to develop into a new individual without undergoing any change in the vegetative protoplast, or in other words we can say that the protoplast does not rejuvenate, whereas in case of asexual method, as the name itself says, without the involvement of sex cells. In case of this method, the protoplast rejuvenates and forms specialized structures which are known as erkinids, heterocyst and nondospores, and these structures serves as asexual reproductive bodies. Now let us see in detail about the various methods of reproduction seen in nostoc. Coming to the first method, which is known as fragmentation, it occurs either by mechanical or by accidental breaking of the colony into small colonies, and each of the colony has the ability to develop into a new colony. In species like Nostoc commune, even a single cell has the ability to develop into a new filament. This is how colony fragmentation occurs. You can see a small colony growing attached to a parent colony, which later on gives rise to a new colony. Coming to the second method, which occurs by means of hormogonia formations. Hormogonias are small segments of trichomes. They separate in the region of heterocyst and they develop either due to mechanical disturbance or due to the death and decay of the vegetative cells. They come out by piercing through the mucilage sheet of the filament. They develop their own mucilage sheet. The cells divide vegetatively to form a new filament and a new colony. Now coming to the asexual methods of reproduction, wherein the protoplast rejuvenates to form specialized structures. The first one is by means of erkinids. Erkinids are thick-walled resting spores. They develop due to enlargement of vegetative cells. The cells develop a thick wall around them, store a large amount of food material in the form of cyanophysin starch, and these cells they occur either singly or in chains, and they are responsible for the survival of the species when the conditions are unfavorable in terms of availability of nutrient, in terms of lack of moisture or high temperature. When the rest of the filament dies, only these structure survives, and with the return of favorable condition they undergo germination to form a new filament. Now coming to the second method, by heterocyst formation. Heterocysts are large sized thick walled colorless cells. They are either spherical or barrel shaped. They are mostly intercalary in position with two polar nodules, and these cells develop due to transformation of vegetative cells. Their main function is nitrogen fixation, but in some species like Nostoc commune they serve as reproductive bodies. In Nostoc commune, the heterocyst cell divides into a 2-cell structure followed by a 4-cell germline, and these germline they come out by breaking open the thick wall of the heterocyst and develop into a new filament. Now coming to the endospores. These are thin walled spores which are non-motile, and they develop due to the irregular division of the heterocyst content. The endospores they come out by bursting open the thick wall of the heterocyst when the conditions are favorable, and they germinate to form a new trichome, and this is seen in species like Nostoc commune and Nostoc microscopium. This is how the heterocyst content forms a new trichome by means of endospore formation. Here is the graphic life cycle of Nostoc. Here is the graphic life cycle of Nostoc, wherein you can see both vegetative and asexual methods of reproduction. This is the diagrammatic life cycle of Nostoc. Now coming to the significance of Nostoc. Since Nostoc is rich in nitrogenous substance, vitamins and proteins, it is used as a source of food in most of the Asian countries. Chinese use the boiled colonies of Nostoc and also use it in soup preparations. Due to its nitrogen fixing ability, it is used for reclamation of alkaline and saline soil. It is also used as a source of biofertilizers in paddy fields, banana and sugarcane plantation. Also used as it is used for bioremediation of wastewater. Species like Nostoc commune, Nostoc insulare, Nostoc muscarum, they have antiviral and antibacterial properties, and due to this they are used as biocontrol agents against various pathogenic diseases. Species like commune and muscarum, they are used as a source of biofuel. They are also used for reducing global warming due to its CO2 fixation capability. Here are some of the books referred for preparing this e-content. Thank you.